this
Okay.
part might get cut.
Okay. Yes.
But the I also personally find it hilarious when we say this part might get cut and the viewer watches it.
You know?
But I think that's great. But so podcasts, you can be selfish. It's the thing. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, I guess the biggest takeaway that I want people to actually, who, if you've made it this far, I'm actually impressed.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. But the biggest thing I want people to kind of take away from this is just more it's not this journey, no matter what level of success you make it to, it's never a straight line. It is
No.
a squiggly mess. And it's not, and that's okay. I mean, look, if you're making your bills and you're even barely, and you're not going into obscene amounts of debt, you're probably fine and you're enjoying your life. That's
Enjoyment
good
of
enough.
life, that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Because success is so subjective, you know?
Mhm.
Like it is so subjective. At this point, I'm like, you know, like I received an award, I think like 3 years ago.
Mhm.
For like it was something about thought leader, Filipina international, you know, thought leader, like
Mhm.
best 23 in the world, whatever.
Mhm.
But one of the things that they had us do is condense your acceptance speech into 10 words. And what that made me do, it made me really clarify, okay, what do I want to say? And what do I want to say to these people here? And what do I want to say to the world? And so my 10-word acceptance speech was break hearts wide open and create more moments of joy, which is very much what I want to do film wise. So if I have moments of joy even in my daily life, that's a success. You know, like and this industry, there's and in the world too, there's so many like different, like, oh, you're only a success if you make money at the thing that you know, as an actor, as a filmmaker, or whatever. I made most of my money honestly as an acting coach. That was my day job. I don't think that I'm unsuccessful as an actor. I've booked pretty awesome things. I've gotten a lot of awards, but I didn't sustain myself or my kid through my acting. It was through the coaching mainly for a long time. So you have to, if you're in this industry, you have to determine what your definition of success is. Because I think Coppola doesn't even make, you know, money off of their movies like
So
now. Like
Coppola has
a wine business, right? That's their main gig?
has specifically said he makes more money annually from the winery than he has in his entire film career.
Right.
I actually represented his nephew, who's Nick Cage's brother, for a movie, and as such, I did get to. So, like, here's the thing: I'd make more money if I was still in insurance, but I'd never be able to say, "Oh yeah, no, I sat and had pizza and wine with at Francis Ford Coppola's restaurant with his nephew." And Francis even said hi.
Right.
That's a thing. I've met Francis exactly twice. The other time I was very, very, very green. Um, and I admitted that a big part of why I went into film was because of Apocalypse Now, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget his response. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Even then, the industry was trending kind of downwards, and a lot of people would have more financially successful lives if they were somewhere else, but it's not about the finance. It's if you can actually survive, that's great. And if you're happy doing it, that's great.
Right.
That's all you need. It's
And
a
it,
yeah, it's a he was yeah, that's the sort of
that's
thing that
really profound, Ben. Like that's
yeah.
like really crazily profound, you know? Like I don't even like I'm still processing that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a yeah, I don't know exactly. I still haven't fully processed it, honestly. And this was I was in my 20s and I am not even close to that anymore. So when that happened, and it's still not done. It's just
Wow.
um
Would you have gone into film knowing what you know now when you were in your 20s?
depends when in my 20s, maybe. But the the following the film has never been we all look back and think of things. The following film has never been a thing I've questioned, really.
Mm.
The I do believe that if I hadn't have left Denver, um, I probably would not have stayed in film. Um, I was sick of insurance at the time, and I followed a girl out to San Francisco. I found out I liked the city better than the girl. Um, and I stayed. Um, and I, but I don't think I would have remained in film if I stayed there. Honestly, at a guess, just given the sort of person I am, I probably would have ended up in pot somewhere. It's a in marijuana.
Okay, I was like
I
in pot,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the cultivation of pot. Okay.
It probably I just knowing myself, I probably would have tried to jump on the dispensary train as early as possible on
The
that
what train?
if I would. The pot sellers as a
Okay.
medical legal. That's probably where
Dispensary.
yes, the
Gotcha.
dispensary
Got it.
train. That's
Okay.
probably where I would have ended up. It's
Okay.
a I mean, you never know, that butterflies wings, all of that, but
Right.
it's a I don't regret staying. So that's something. But that's about the only thing that it's more if I had never been in San Francisco, I don't think I would have stayed in it. So, and I've never lived in LA. I go to LA a lot, but yeah.
Right. I don't know that I would have. Like the one of the like I love it. I love like I have loved it, I should
Hmm.
say. But like because I got into it in such a weird way and I don't have any I didn't finish high school because of the cult stuff.
Hmm.
So it's like I didn't have an out. You know what I mean? Like I had to just keep going. There
You're
was
kind of
no
in that
penalties
trench. You
for
don't
me.
have a ladder up. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, no, I got you. That's yeah.
so and now that I, have a little bit of breathing room, a little bit, because my child is no longer a child, even I call them a child,
Mhm.
where they're a little bit more of a person and doing their own thing, and I can like see like what is it that I actually want? What is it that I
Mhm.
actually enjoy? And I'm starting from, not ground zero, but like I have to really ask myself, do I really want to do this some more? And for some of it, yeah, like for
Mhm.
if it's like acting stuff that is not just commercially stuff, like I still have a passion for it, and only certain, well, not only certain, but I'm tired of like the one liners. I'll still do them, but I'm kind of tired of them.
Mhm.
And I like creating films,
Mhm.
but I've learned and I am learning that who you surround yourself is very important. Who you surround yourself with. So,
Mhm.
and I have, and
Entirely.
that's why I'm doing the networking thing, because I want to know who the good peoples are out there. And it's going to take me years to find out who the good peoples are, because you can only plant seeds and then you get to know people over time. Because what people say in the beginning is not necessarily who they actually are.
I'd say it's almost certainly not who they are. It's probably has elements of who they are in it, but
Yes.
it's essentially trying to read a book jacket and understand the journey of the book.
Yeah.
So
And that takes a
it
while.
yeah.
You know, it takes a while to know what the insides of the book and where the crazy is and where the awesome is, you know?
Mhm. Oh, and there's always crazy. It's
There's
just
always crazy. It's just like, what kind of crazy are you willing to put up with? Where's your level of comfortability in that?
yeah. No, I completely agree.